On the morning of July 24, 1915, the SS Eastland was docked along the Chicago River. It wasn't sailing anywhere. It was tied securely to the dock, just a few feet from shore, and within minutes, it would kill 844 people. The Eastland was a passenger steamship used for day trips and excursions. That day, it was chartered to carry employees of Western Electric and their families to a company picnic. Entire families arrived together: parents, children, grandparents. Most were immigrants or children of immigrants: Polish, Czech, Slovak, German, Scandinavian, factory workers, ordinary people. They boarded early in the morning, laughing, dressed in their best clothes. The ship was still loading. It had not left the dock. Then, slowly, something went wrong. The Eastland began to list. At first, it was subtle. Dishes slid. People shifted their weight. Then the tilt increased. Passengers moved to the other side to compensate, but that only made it worse. Within seconds, the ship rolled sharply. Furniture broke loose. People fell on top of one another. And then the Eastland capsized. The ship rolled completely onto its side, while still docked, while families were still boarding. The water was shallow, only about 20 feet deep, but inside the ship, chaos was absolute. Cabins flooded instantly. Hallways became underwater tunnels. Heavy doors slammed shut. People were trapped beneath furniture, railings, and other bodies. Children were crushed. Parents drowned holding their sons and daughters. Many victims never even reached the water. They suffocated inside the ship. Screams echoed through the river. Rescue efforts were immediate, but confusion reigned. Some people were pulled from the water. Others were pulled from windows. Bodies were stacked along the riverbank. So many that identification took days. Entire families were wiped out. 844 people died, more than the Titanic. But almost no one remembers the Eastland. What makes the disaster even more disturbing is why it happened. The Eastland was not new. It had been known to be unstable for years, and the problem had gotten worse because of safety regulations. After the Titanic sank in 1912, new laws required ships to carry more lifeboats. More lifeboats meant more weight. The Eastland already had a design flaw. It was top-heavy. Adding lifeboats, rafts, and safety equipment made it dangerously unstable. Warnings were raised. Engineers expressed concern. The ship listed before. Nothing was done. On July 24, 1915, the Eastland was overloaded with passengers. The extra safety equipment did exactly the opposite of what it was intended to do. It tipped the ship over. There was no dramatic collision, no iceberg, no storm, just gravity. Investigations followed. No one was criminally convicted. The blame was spread thin. Design flaws, regulation changes, crew decisions. No single person was held responsible. The company survived. The victims did not. Chicago tried to forget. The river was cleaned, the ship was raised, and life went on. But for immigrant communities on the city's west side, the loss was permanent. Entire neighborhoods mourned. Some never recovered. The Eastland disaster is a reminder that tragedy doesn't always come from recklessness. Sometimes it comes from good intentions applied without understanding, safety added without balance, rules enforced without foresight. The Eastland never sailed, it never left the dock, and still it became one of the deadliest maritime disasters in American history. This is WTF History. The Eastland never left the dock. There was no storm, no collision, no warning siren. Just a ship made unstable by decisions meant to make it safer. 844 people died within sight of the shore, most of them families who never expected danger to begin that day. History often remembers disasters caused by recklessness, but some of the deadliest ones come from good intentions handled carelessly. The Eastland disaster reminds us that safety without understanding can still be deadly. This is WTF History.